Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ivana Nuraitabas, wisuda number 23 or 204 or 31, and now I would like to interpret a motivating podcast from Maudia Yunda.
Curious people, siapa di sini yang suka ngerasa capek sendiri karena terlalu mikirin sikap atau perkataan orang lain?
Curious people, who here ever feels tired because they think too much about others people's actions or words?
Ada sikap orang nih berubah dikit, langsung deh overthinking. Aduh,
Someone's attitude changes a bit, and immediately we start overthinking.
gue salah apa ya? Atau
Did I did something wrong?
mungkin kita kehilangan kesempatan karena takut sama opini orang lain.
Or maybe or maybe we miss out an opportunity because we're too afraid of what other people might think.
Kira-kira mereka bakal ngejudge gue nggak ya?
Will they judge me?
Jujur, aku juga kadang-kadang ada di momen seperti itu.
Honestly, I sometimes find myself in those moments too.
Tapi aku baru baca The Let Them Theory karya Mel Robbins, and it feels like a breath of fresh air.
But I just read The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, and it feels like such a breath of fresh air.
Karena ternyata ada banyak hal dalam hidup ini yang gak perlu kita perbaiki, jelasin, atau pertahankan mati-matian.
Turns out that there are so many things in life that we don't need to fix, explain, or hold on so tightly.
Kita bisa biarkan saja. Let them go. Biarkanlah mereka pergi.
We can just let them be. Let them go.
Them dislike you. Biarkanlah mereka gak suka.
Let them dislike you.
Let them think what they want. Biarkanlah mereka mikir apa yang mereka mau.
Let them think what they want.
Kalau kamu pernah struggle dengan boundaries, overthinking, atau rasa ingin dikontrol dan mengontrol, buku ini bakal sangat relate. Yuk kita
You ever struggled with boundaries, overthinking, or the urge to control? This book will feel very relatable for you.
bahas.
Let's talk about it.
Insight pertama, bersahabat dengan perbandingan. Di
The first insight, be friends with comparison.
era yang serba digital ini, kita tuh pasti sering terpapar sama yang namanya pencapaian orang lain.
In this digital era, we are constantly exposed to what we say other people's achievement.
Jadinya kita gampang banget merasa tertinggal. Scroll
So it is so easy to feel left behind.
dikit nih, kita langsung lihat teman karirnya melesat, udah nikah, punya rumah, atau viral.
We are just scrolling a bit and suddenly we see friends whose career are taking off or who are married, who have houses, who are going viral,
Dan rasanya capek.
and it feels exhausting.
Bukan cuma karena iri, tapi kita mulai mempertanyakan diri kita sendiri.
Not just because of jealousy, but because we start questioning ourselves.
Harusnya gue udah di mana ya?
Where should I be by now?
Mel Robbins gak bilang bahwa rasa iri itu salah.
Well, Robin doesn't say that this feels are wrong.
Justru dia bilang kadang rasa iri itu bisa jadi sinyal.
In fact, she said that sometimes this feeling can be a signal.
You're not jealous of them, you're being shown something you deeply desire. Seringnya kita justru menyiksa diri sendiri, tapi kita mulai
Often we torture ourselves.
berpikir, aduh gue lambat nih, gue panik. Kita
We think, I'm too slow and I'm panic.
memaksakan diri mengejar sesuatu yang bahkan belum tentu kita inginkan.
We push ourselves to chase things that we don't even want.
Hanya karena kita melihat ada orang yang ngerjain. Di
Just just because we see others doing it.
bukunya kita diajari konsep yang sederhana tapi powerful banget. Let them.
In her book, she teaches a simple but powerful concept. Let them.
Biarkan saja. Biarkan mereka dapat duluan.
Let them get first.
Biarkan saja mereka kelihatan lebih berhasil.
Let them look more successful.
Biarkanlah mereka memiliki hal tersebut sekarang. Karena
Let them have it right now.
kadang kita merasa tertinggal bukan karena kita tuh nggak cukup, tapi
Sometimes we feel left behind, not because we are lacking something,
karena kita lagi ngotot membandingkan timeline kita dengan orang lain yang perjalanannya itu emang beda.
but because we are stubbornly comparing our timeline with others whose journey is definitely different.
Jadi kita biarkanlah mereka jalan lebih dulu. Biarkanlah mereka lewat.
So let them go ahead. Let them move first.
Dan kamu, let yourself grow at your own pace.
And you let yourself grow at your own pace.
Jangan dikejar validasi dari hidup orang lain.
Don't chase validations from other people's life.
Kita kejar kedamaian aja dalam hidup kita sendiri.
Chase peace in our own.
Karena pada akhirnya rasa iri itu akan menyiksa kalau kamu pakai untuk menghakimi diri kamu sendiri.
Because in the end, these feelings, jealousy will only hurt you if you use it to judge yourself.
Tapi bisa jadi obor kalau kamu pakai untuk mengenali keinginan kamu yang sesungguhnya.
But it can be a torch if you use it to recognize what you really want.
So when you say let them, you are learning from other people's success and you're letting them lead the way. And then you say let me, or you focus on the cards on your hands. Satu quote yang aku suka banget,
One quote that I really love is,
"There is enough happiness, success, and money to go around for everybody, including you. It's in limitless supply." Insight kedua, let them leave dan jangan dilihat sebagai penolakan.
second insight is, let them live and don't see it as a rejection.
Kalian pernah gak sih ngerasa sedih atau kecewa karena teman lama makin menjauh?
Have you ever felt sad or disappointed because old friends started to drift away?
Mel Robbins menyebut ini fenomena the Great Scattering.
Mel Robbins called this phenomenon as the Great Scattering.
Momen setelah sekolah, kuliah, atau fase tertentu ketika circle yang dulu deket tuh mulai menyebar.
It's a moment after school, university, or a certain phase in life when the circle is that used to be so close start to drift away,
Tumbuh ke arah yang berbeda.
grow in different directions.
sibuk, beda kota, beda nilai, dan itu bikin kita ngerasa kehilangan.
We get busy, move to different cities, have different values, and it makes us feel like we lost something.
Tapi kata buku ini, itu bukan penolakan, itu proses alami.
But according to this book, it is not a rejection. It is a natural process.
Kadang kalau kita maksain tetap deket, malah hubungannya jadi canggung. Ya,
Sometimes, if we force the closeness, the relationship will becomes awkward.
biarkanlah orang pergi.
Let people go.
Bukan berarti kamu gagal mempertahankan mereka.
It doesn't mean that you are failed to keep them.
Tapi kamu justru menghormati perjalanan masing-masing.
But it means that you respect each other's journey.
Yang menarik, Mel juga menjelaskan kenapa ini terjadi dari sisi fondasi pertemanan.
What's interesting is Mel also explains why this happens based on the foundation of a relationship.
Ternyata ada 3 hal nih yang bikin hubungan tetap kuat. Dan
Turns out that there are three main things that keep relationships remain strong.
ketika 3 hal ini bergeser, wajar kok kalau berubah.
And when these things change, it is normal for things to change.
1. Proximity atau kedekatan fisik.
The first is proximity or physical closeness.
Temen yang dulunya tiap hari ketemu, sekarang beda kota atau bahkan beda negara.
Friends that you used to see each other every day may now live in different cities or even different countries.
2. Timing, fase hidup.
Second, timing or life phases.
Mungkin sekarang dia udah berkeluarga, kamu lagi fokus karir.
Maybe they now have a family and you are now focused on your career.
Energinya beda. Ketiga,
The energy is just different.
energy. Kadang kamu udah berubah dan mereka juga. Vibe-nya
Energy. Sometimes you have changed, but they are no.
tuh udah gak klik. Dan itu valid loh.
The vibes that the vibes just don't click, just don't match anymore, and that is valid.
Let them drift, let them walk their own path. Karena yang tulus tuh akan kembali.
Because those who are genuine will come back.
Dan yang enggak, ya memang bukan untuk kita bawa terus.
And those who don't simply are not, doesn't mean to stay.
Kehilangan circle bukan berarti kehilangan diri.
Losing your circle doesn't mean you lose yourself.
Kalau kita belajar let go dengan lembut, kita membuka ruang untuk koneksi baru yang lebih selaras.
When you learn to let go gently, you will open space for new connections that align better with who you are now.
Insight ketiga, let them judge you, karena hidup bukan ajang persetujuan.
The third insight is let them judge you because life is not a powerful contest.
Buku ini juga mengangkat satu hal besar yang banyak dari kita ngalamin tapi jarang kita sadari ya.
These books also highlight something that many of us experienced but rarely admit.
Takut banget dinilai.
Afraid of being judged.
Takut banget sama yang namanya judgment. Kita takut kelihatan gagal, takut kelihatan sok, takut
We are afraid of being seen as failures, uh, is trying too hard,
Kira berubah terlalu cepat, takut jadi terlalu beda, terkesan terlalu ambisius.
changing, changing too fast, being too different, or too ambitious.
Aduh, macam-macam deh pokoknya.
There are just so many fears.
Tapi lama-lama ketakutan ini jadi penjara. Padahal
But over time, that fear becomes a prison.
kata Mel, trying to control what others think is a full-time job with no paycheck. Dan
Smell says trying to control what other people think is a job with no paycheck.
lucunya, meski kita capek banget berusaha kelihatan cukup, tetap akan ada aja kok yang komentar, yang ngejudge. Jadi
And the funny thing is, no matter how hard you try to look enough, there will always be people who criticize you, who judge you.
kenapa kita nggak sekalian aja hidup dengan versi kita sendiri, ya kan?
So why not just live your own version of life?
Buku ini mengingatkan kita, let them judge, let them nyinyir, let them bilang kamu beda, biarkan aja.
This book reminds us, let them judge, let them gossip, let them say that you've changed. Just let them.
Selama kamu tahu arah kamu dan niat kamu, terusin aja.
As long as you know your direction and your intention, just keep going.
Now, let's go through a quick exercise from the book. Coba sekarang kamu tulis daftar hal-hal yang selama ini kamu nggak lakuin karena takut penilaian orang.
Now write down a list of things you haven't done because you're afraid of what people think.
Lalu tanya ke diri sendiri, kalau nggak ada yang bakal ngejudge, apa yang akan kamu lakukan hari ini?
Then ask yourself, if no one would judge me, what would I do today?
Nah, melalui refleksi ini harapannya kita bisa membayangkan dan menjalankan peta arah hidup yang lebih jujur dan otentik terhadap diri kita sendiri.
Through this reflection, hopefully we can start imagine and live a life map that is more honest and authentic to who we really are.
Dan yang paling powerful, semakin kamu lepas dari kebutuhan validasi atau disukain semua orang, semakin banyak loh hal-hal tulus yang kamu tarik mendekat.
And the most powerful part is the more you let go of the need of validations from everyone, the more genuine things you'll attract in your life.
Now, so what? Honestly, this book feels like a breath of fresh air for me. The Let Them Theory itu bukan ngajarin kita untuk jadi dingin atau nggak peduli ya guys.
The Let Them Theory doesn't teach us to be cold or careless, guys.
Tapi justru ngajarin approach yang dewasa dan penuh cinta, yaitu
It is actually teaches us to a mature and loving approach.
mengizinkan orang lain menjadi diri mereka dan tidak mengambilnya sebagai beban pribadi kita.
Allowing others to be themselves without taking it as our personal burden.
Let them, biarkanlah mereka pergi.
Let them go.
Biarkanlah mereka mikir kamu salah.
Let them think you're wrong.
Biarkanlah mereka tidak mengerti dan
Let them not understand.
kamu let yourself grow, let yourself heal, let yourself move forward. Buku ini tuh kayak reminder yang lembut tapi firm bahwa kita tuh nggak bisa kontrol siapa yang suka sama kita.
This book is like a gentle reminder, gentle yet firm reminder that we cannot control who will like us.
Siapa yang setuju sama kita, siapa
who agree with
Siapa
us,
yang akan tetap ada di samping kita, tapi
who will stay by our side.
kita bisa mengkontrol cara kita hadir untuk diri kita sendiri. Buku
But we can control how we show up for ourselves.
ini membuat kita merasa berdaya karena benar-benar menekankan bahwa kita tuh selalu punya kontrol kok akan hidup kita. Like Mel,
This books makes us to feel empowered because it reminds us that we always have the control over ourselves.
Robbins says, you hold the power always to make something better or to learn how to accept things as they are. Okay, thank you so much for listening, curious people. If you want me to read a book and share with you my favorite insights, ayo kasih book recommendations di komen di bawah.
If you want me to read more books and share my favorite insights, drop your book recommendations in the comments below.
And don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and turn on notifications. Bye! Curious people, siap.
That's all from me. Sorry if there is any mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.